Conversation, Red Lipstick Conversations. I am your host, NaTasha Aramis, known as Naturally NaTasha. And listen, each week we bring bold, real, unscripted conversation to this platform because we want to give you insight on conversations from all different walks of life, from all different people, professionally, personally, traveling all different roads. So, yeah. Today, I have my bro on here, and I'm super, super excited to bring him to this platform so y'all can start following him. He has an amazing testimony, amazing energy, and y'all just have to know who he is. So today's guest is Mykal Curtis. He is a amazing bass player, Mr. What is it, Mr. What is it? What you call yourself, Mr.
Mr. My Bass Pregnant.
Mr. My
Everybody
Bass
always asks me
Pregnant. Listen, how
that.
original is that? Y'all ain't never meet no Mr. Mr. My Bass Pregnant ever in life, but he is on this platform. He took the time to come out and kick it with us. So
Yes,
we're
sir.
just gonna have an authentic conversation. We hope y'all gain some insight and we just gonna vibe.
Let's
So
vibe.
Mike,
Let's get
thank
into it.
you so much for being here. Like I said, I am grateful for you being here, coming on the show. And I start off and I ask every guest that's on the show the same exact question. So I'm going to ask you the same exact question. So how has being bold played a role in your life?
Well, you have to be bold. You have to be confident to do what I do in the music industry and just in life. Period. You know what I'm saying? A
Mhm.
lot of people don't know I own a painting and construction company. So if you're not confident when you go meet clients and to do estimates and stuff like that, you have to make people believe in what you do. You know, you have to manifest other people's visions. So I believe being confident and bold for me, it's everything. And I think we all should be confident and bold. So, whatever we listening to, like, the word says faith come by hearing. You know what I'm saying? That's how you build that confidence. And for me, it worked. That's why I'm here with you right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like you can't be you look, you cannot be not confident and be a bass player and be traveling the world with some of the dopest artists. Like, listen, I am so grateful to know you because listen, remember, you used to be kicking it in your basement. Everybody was just dreaming
Yeah.
at that point in time, right? Like, couldn't nobody
Facts.
tell me I wasn't gonna be an actress, a singer. Like, you had your dreams, and it's just always amazing to know somebody that actually, their dreams actually came true.
Yeah.
So this is dope. So can you just share a bit of how you got started in music, your background, and whatever else you want the people to know about you?
Cool, cool, cool. So I can't give you the exact time when I started music, but I started out playing in church. I was just a bass player. Actually, I started off playing the drums. I
Yes.
wasn't that good, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Wasn't that good, you know what I'm saying? Um, but I started playing the bass in church. I'm from Buffalo, New York. For those who don't know, originally, the 716. Shout out to my folks from the
Yes.
716.
716 in the
Oh
building.
yeah, in the building all day. So yeah, I started off playing the drums. I went to playing the bass in church. I think around my first year of playing bass, um, I was always just listening to music of every genre, and I just didn't want to be a bass player. I was like, yo, I love the sound of these drums or the horns. I was always encouraging people to sing and do all this. So I started getting into producing. Um, so while I was getting into producing, I started getting calls. I started venturing off, into that. I stopped playing the bass as much and focusing on that. But then I got a call around. I think I was playing for like maybe a year and a half, and I got a call from my brother E Will. For some of y'all who don't know, and he was like, "Yo, somebody just reached out." I'm like, "Who?" Blah 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 blah. He's like a gospel artist. Now, I love church. I love church. I just don't listen to a whole lot of gospel. And my first major gig was the Brenda Clark. I think you may have been there. You or your brother.
Mhm.
Um, so that was my start. From there, it just went on to. I've been playing for many, 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 many different artists.
Look, and
Um,
he being humble, y'all,
well,
because
yeah.
he not throwing out the names. I need him to fill y'all in so y'all can know how dope he is, how dope his brother is. Like, they're very humble, but listen, they outside, okay? Like, they outside
Yeah.
with major artists. Which I was just in town in August, and they were playing. and
Right.
for Joe to see Hill and SWV. The concert was super, super dope. We was backstage kicking it, great weekend. So when I tell you that he's being humble right now, he's being
Yeah,
humble.
yeah. I am. So you know what? Speaking of that, matter of fact, hold on. You also, I was on tour with TLC. So anyway,
TLC,
okay,
yeah,
let's do
yeah,
some name dropping. I'm gonna do some
yes.
name dropping. B.O.B. Let me see. B.O.B. TLC, Fantasia, Belle Biv DeVoe, In Vogue. I'm trying to think who else. New Edition.
Oh,
Uh,
yes. You was at that concert too. I was there. Yes.
yeah,
So
we've
in a
already done the
nutshell,
tour.
he really that dude. Okay. We not just on here talking about like he just go play at the guitar center. Nah, he really
Nah,
be out here playing. Okay.
nah. I'll be out here playing and producing. I'm doing a little bit. Actually, I got some. I'm not gonna say that right now. I'm gonna wait till a little bit until we get a little bit deeper. Then I'm gonna let y'all know
Okay.
what else I got going on. I got some big things that you don't even know about yet. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So the bass, right,
Hmm.
plays a crucial role in like just shaping a groove and a feel of a song, right? So how do you go about crafting your bass lines to like complement the rest of the music and the artist's vision? Like, so what does that look like?
Well, for me, whenever I get the music, I
Mm,
like to allow it to marinate. You know what I'm saying? I like to continue to listen to it over and over again. I'll block out everything that I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Family, friends, I just, take a pause. And I listen to I try to put myself in the mindset of that producer. You know what I'm saying? How they felt producing it. And I'm like, well, if they hired me, back when they made the record, this is how I will approach it. So I approach it like the record. I add my personality, my
mm,
attitude in there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then I think about the artist I'm with. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a female and it's a sexy song, I can be a little bit more me. You know what I'm saying? For those who know how I play, I get real busy. I'm
Yes.
more intimate with it. You feel me? So one thing I love to do, I love to catch words. If you sing this ad lib, I like to catch it. Sometime that's mad dope. I listen to all the instruments that's going around me and see where I can fit in and throw my little, you know, throw my jabs,
Hmm.
how a fighter would do. So that's how I pretty much approach music, man. I just like to make it feel good. I want
Yeah.
to make sure if you in them seats is vibrating them seats, you like, oh my, you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
gets you up jumping. We're the rhythm section. So,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? That's what I like doing. So
So is this just like a God-given gift, or did you take lessons? Like, or did you just woke up one day and was like, yo, I want to play the bass, and you just was dope?
I like how you said
Like,
that. I
what
love
happened?
that. No, no. I was a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna talk about what I used to do. But I'm blessed. I'm no longer doing certain things.
Look at you, see these PKs, you make it
Yeah,
bad for
yeah,
us.
yeah. I was influenced in other areas. You know what I'm saying? But tell me again. I started going somewhere else with it. What did
No,
you
I
ask
was
me
saying,
again?
was this something that was just a gift? You just picked up the bass and you just
Yes,
started flowing,
yes,
or did you
yes.
take lessons?
So check this out. Yes, I took 2 lessons. My first lesson that I took, a guy was showing me like the basic major scale because I didn't know my scales, but I knew how to play it, and he was just trying to show me the number system. That way, if I'm playing jazz or something like that, they can call out the number one or the number two. That's like equivalent to like C D.
Hmm.
For example. So I get one guy taught me that, um, and the guy who was teaching me, he started grooving because I was like, dude, I just want to groove, man. You know what I'm saying? I just, and I want some of that solo. Back in the day, it was all about soloing. You know what I'm
So
saying?
yeah,
Let me check out your chops, kind of thing. But myself and the instructor was playing, and he was going, and I was going, and I'm like, yo, you know, I'm kind of eating right now. You know what I'm saying? Humbly speaking, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, what? He was asking me, what am I playing? And I'm like, I
hmm,
don't have a clue. So I did take one. What I learned from that lesson um, was the first lesson was the number system, play from the heart, and just enjoy music. That's what he told me. He said, you really don't need lessons. You just need to learn what you're playing. You
Mhm.
know where to apply it because I always play from the heart. That's what he liked about me. Now my second lesson was from a guy named Jerry Livingston. I never forget. He's going on right now. He plays
Yeah,
for
is
everybody.
that the one from Buffalo?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Rick James,
yeah,
everybody. I can't think of all the names, but
yeah,
he is phenomenal. I looked up to him. I never forget. I was playing in church and I was showing off all my chops again. We used to play up here versus just playing the groove, and I had a great balance. But he taught me what I learned from him, a very valuable lesson. He said, "Listen, play the groove because you never know who you're going to be playing for. Play that groove, and then when you go up, don't stay down there too long. Go down there, come back up to that bottom, and I promise you, it'll be more impactful. You know what I'm saying? The crowd will go crazy." So I learned that from him. So 2 lessons. When I picked up the bass, actually I played guitar. My uncle had a guitar that I found at the church, and I was playing it like a bass. And then I came home from school, and my brother E Will and David, y'all know Dave, Big Dave, y'all know Big Dave.
mhm.
They had got me a bass. So as soon as I got it, I was just able to play. I wasn't advanced how I am now, but I
Yeah,
was able to play. Like I can play songs. I knew where all the notes were. I didn't know like like if it was at A flat, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, but I can actually play. So again, my gift just comes straight from God, and that's why I
yes.
give him all the praise. So I was born with this thing. It was in my DNA. You
Listen,
feel me?
look at that.
It's in my
That's
DNA.
amazing. That's amazing. But then also,
Hmm.
your dad is musically inclined as well, right?
Yes, 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 yes. It's the funny thing is, so he used to play for Jodeci. He still play for Jodeci now.
Oh
So
wow, I
let me
didn't know that.
yeah, so let me back up. So my father, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of his resume. So he used to play for Boys to Men. I think it was Boys to Men, Shawnee's, Rick James. I think her name is Val Young, um, Chris Cross, Joe Public, a few other people, and Jodeci. Jodeci was his favorite gig. That's why I love Jodeci so much. I used to watch him perform with them. And we got a call. Actually, my brother got a call to be their MD, and they was like, "Yo, I want the guy with the red mohawk." You know what I'm saying, from what he's telling me, and
Yeah,
he's laughing. He's like, "I gotta have him." That's this KC talking about me. He didn't know, we were brothers.
yeah.
And he called. He's like, "Yo, that's my brother. That's Michael Curtis." He's like, "What? Get him on the phone." Blah 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 blah. So that's how that came about. But yes, my father now plays with both of his sons on a Jodeci tour. He
Look at
wasn't on this
that.
last tour, but he played with us. So that's pretty dope to have my brother and my father on the same gig.
Look at that. Full
Yes,
circle.
sir.
That's
Full
how dope
circle.
God is. Your dad planted
Absolutely.
the seed, and all you had to do was pick it up and keep it going. You and your brother. That is absolutely amazing. I love it. All
Oh
right.
yeah.
So, how do you manage the demands of being in, like having a music career that involves extensive traveling, and
Mhm.
then you still have a family? So, we didn't talk about that, but he's a father, he's a husband. So what does that look like? Like I know it's got to be rough and tough, and I'm sure that your wife and your family supports you, but what does that look like? So say for instance, if someone else like me, I'm a
Mhm.
mama for, right? Like I always want to sing, I always wanted to act. I can't, like I don't know how to juggle between my career and my family. So how do you manage to do that?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna give my full story, um, but it's not easy. It's not easy. There was a lot of hiccups, and I'm going through some stuff right now
Hmm.
that I won't expose. But I am very, very grateful to have that support from my family. Oh my gosh, family is everything to me.
Yeah.
It's challenging because on the road there are a lot of temptations while you're making money,
Hmm.
and if you're young in the game and you're not focused, you may fall to certain temptations. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your vices are. So the balance for me is, well, now um, I go out there, I make my money. I stay focused. I build relationships because I'm after generation, not just generational wealth right now, but just building a legacy. While building a legacy, you have to, just kill all the noise around you.
Yeah.
If you're out there because you have a gift and you want to bless people with your gift, and the sole purpose of doing that so you can leave a legacy, then you have to get your house in order too. So it can be challenging, but for me, um once I speak to my family, let them know what I'm doing and my goals, I just focus on that, and I go out there. When I'm out there, I'm Michael Curtis. When
Yeah.
I'm home, I'm daddy. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's challenging because I'm in hotels and on tour buses. So when I get home, it's like, yo, y'all gotta clean this up, or I'm thinking somebody gonna make my bed. Nah, you gotta do that, player. You
Yeah.
feel me? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm gonna get catered food all day. Nah, player. You gotta go fix yourself something to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a great balance. But it's if you're focused, you can achieve your goals and you can keep everything,
So you
smooth for the most part.
so do you like some like you see some celebrities to where they just went after their career. They never stopped to have a family. And so now they're later on in life and they're like stopped to have a family. Being that you're like in the thick of it, you have a career, you have a family. Do you think that that was best for them to wait later, or do you think it's a good opportunity for someone like me to be like, yeah, nah, it's okay, you got a family, go ahead and do it, or wait till your kids is grown, and then do it? Like, what would be your suggestion? Yes, pumpkin. Like right now, I can't even talk because my 3-year-old is
No,
tapping me and I've been
listen,
trying to
listen.
ignore
It's
her.
not scripted. It's not scripted. This is real. So for me, it's based off the individual. You know what I'm saying? For me, again, I started having kids early. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too.
Hey, it is what it is. I've been
Yeah,
blessed. I think kids are a blessing. I think just oftentimes we just need time to raise them, and sometimes we need. If you're not mature enough, wait. You know what I'm saying? And if you out there doing what you do, protect yourself. That's
yeah,
all I'm gonna say. But if you God bless you with kids, man, at whatever age it is, long as you're there for them, you can provide for them. It is what do so.
yeah,
If you gonna, I would prefer if while having kids, if you would be married, you know what I'm saying? Because that child support, I see a lot of people on that child support and it's not easy.
yeah.
But
I.e.,
gosh,
I.e. my child support video.
my nigga. Oh yeah, your joint was hilarious. I watched. I was like, yo, I gotta call her before the interview. But anyways, I was again. That's so again from my personal experience. I had kids early before my career really jump started, but I was focused. I knew what I wanted, and me having kids allowed me to reach my goals a little faster. You know what I'm saying? Because I was focused, I was determined. I knew I had to provide for them, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like that's right. Right. That's why. Excuse me. Right now, I am an entrepreneur. I'm not only contracted as a musician. I am a producer. I own a painting and construction company. I was owner of a car dealership. So I have my hands in a few different pots. You know what I'm saying? I'm private. I'm a private investor here. A little bit in real estate. You know what I'm saying? So if you can afford kids and you can balance it, cool. If not, wait.
Yeah. So I love that you touched on that. That was going to be one of my questions, because
Mhm.
you see a lot of people that are musicians, a lot of artists, and they blow their money. But you're saying that you actually take that money and you invest it so that it can, pay off in the long run.
Oh, listen, you better. You know what I'm saying? Because when that artist say they no longer want you at all, or again, COVID hit. When COVID hit, there was so many people broke. You know what I'm saying? And some of those loans helped people out. You know what I'm saying? And if you had
Yeah.
a business, it helped you out. I was able to get a loan, but I still had some money. You know what I'm saying? I was always raised to have some money, put up. You know what I'm saying? So, and no woman want no broke man. So
At all.
let me just put that out
Trust
there. You know
me.
what I'm saying? When she say I want this, and that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have them coins. So
Yeah.
I am blessed. You know what I'm saying? I stacked my coins. I invested in, some in stock. I learned about stocks and bonds and stuff like that during COVID. So it was a blessing. And that's actually when I came up. You know what I'm saying? I made a ton of money during
That's
COVID.
crazy, because when I tell you that my quote, like when COVID, like I had a baby in 2020 in the
Hmm.
thick of it. Like literally, I think it was my son's birthday, March 5th.
Hmm.
COVID hit, and then I went into labor March 27th. So I literally had my
Damn.
baby during the, like, it was crazy, like so crazy, where my doctor was like, if we don't induce you, like your husband is not going to be able to be here. So you're going to deliver this baby by yourself. So like comes
Wow.
or she doesn't. Yeah. So in the thick of it, it was mad crazy. But aside from that, like that was my best real estate years during COVID. Like it was crazy because the interest rates were down. People were
Yes.
still buying houses. Once they was like, okay, people are still getting sick, but no one's dying. Everybody was like, all right, bet. Like we going back outside. Like, and
Listen,
so life just went back to normal, and that was the best year. So I believe it. I totally believe that.
oh yeah, oh yeah. If you again, you have to surround yourself around successful people, man. Success follows success. So you have to continue to always want to evolve and want to learn. So when these little hiccups happen, a lot of people become wealthy during, these tough times like COVID.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? A recession. You know what I mean? That's the perfect time if you have some money sitting to buy property and different things like that. Because, I hate to say it, but if you're splurging too much, like I seen a whole lot of BMWs and Benzes, on the back of that truck, what I'm saying, getting repossessed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, yo, what auction? Where they, it's gonna be at the auction. Let me get it for
Right.
8 to 10. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody property, a $200,000-300,000 home. Somebody parents may have paid it down to like, where they only owe 50, but they can't
Yeah.
afford it. Again, it sucks, but somebody got to buy it. Why not you? So you
Right.
got to, invest your money and learn this business.
So you just said something like surrounding yourself around the right people. So
Oh yeah.
how has that been for you? So like, I know you. Like
Mhm.
coming from Buffalo, you know how people are. They're really stuck. They're it's like it's got a dark cloud where we from.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how has that been with you setting yourself apart from people so that you can level up? Because I know even me, like I'm still not where I want to be, but even I had to separate myself with people, right? And they don't understand the separation. I have this conversation with Age all the time. You know how me and Age go. Like
Yeah.
I'm his mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so I be
Straight up.
trying to tell him, I be like, yo, like you just got to do it because
Mhm.
you have to put you first. And if you don't separate yourself, like you're going to stay at the bottom with these same friends, and I don't want to stay at the bottom. So what did that look like, or what does that look like for you? Because I'm sure you still got people back at home.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you got a whole lot of, brothers, sister, and cousins, what I'm saying, once you start making a little money,
Yeah.
that you never heard of. You know what I'm saying? That's really not your family. You follow me? Um, Separating myself from different individuals is easy because as you start growing, they'll start falling off if they don't do what you do, and then as you start evolving, whether it's, in ministry, music, you start increasing your vocabulary, whatever it may be, then some people may feel like they're beneath you, but you, again, if I'm doing my work, and I'm growing, and for me, if I have this person and that person around me every time I'm going to a show, or I'm going to an event, or I'm going to a party, or just for example, I'm going out to eat. When I go out to eat, it's like, I pay for everything. If I got it, again, the people I'm around, we're blessed. So we
Yeah.
don't have no problem, paying for the bills. But if you continue to watch somebody just take advantage of you, again, then you start learning that, then it'd be easier to separate yourself. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? If you won't do it willingly, gotta do it for you.
yeah.
Straight up. So for me, it was a little challenging, but my circle have always been small. You
Yeah.
know, I'm finally learning, like, don't allow everyone to have access to you. I'm a people person. I love talking. I respond to the inboxes and everything like that. That's who I am,
Yeah.
by nature. But again, I have a handful of people that I associate with myself with. If you're not about family, about love, about appreciation, you don't have your values, your morals,
Mm,
if you're a backbiter, what I'm saying, if you doing certain things that I don't do, then you don't need to be around me. Like I said, success follows success. So I listen to a lot of motivational speakers, Les Brown, a few other people that I listen to, and they'll let you know, if you're around this individual and they're not doing what they need to do. I'm trying to be real, real. I'm not trying to give you the fullness of what I really want to say.
no,
But
you got to give me
nah,
the
nah, nah,
real.
nah,
This
nah, nah,
real. This
nah.
real.
So
You
you,
got to
so
give
you
me the
know, I'm
real.
from Buffalo, so a lot of people I know they dope boys. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
again, I can't have them boys around me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, especially now with the Rico and all that, I
Yeah.
may just be saying hi to you. You know what I'm saying? But where we from, them boys get busy,
Yeah.
shooting all that stuff, and it's around everywhere. But it's like, if you're around that, again, if you get pulled over while you have someone in the car that may have certain things on them, guess what? You're gonna go down too. You know what I'm saying? So when you building a brand, what I'm saying, and you want to grow, you have to be around people who's growing.
Yeah.
Who's where you want to be. And beyond. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was just easy. It
Yeah.
was easy because I moved. You know what I'm saying? I was secluded. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And whenever I have a goal, I get into that secret place and I just shut everybody out and I go do what I gotta do. So for me, it was just easy. It's not that easy for everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You kind of answered my question because my next question was, how do you
Hmm.
stay grounded? Like being that, okay, so you know in the Bible it says be, what is it? Be in the world but not of the world.
Of the
And
world,
what
right?
you're doing what you're doing, you're in the world. So how do you stay grounded? How do you stay true to, your beliefs? And when you're on tour and in this circle, like how are you drawing people in the kingdom?
Well, you know what I do, to be honest with you, I lead by example. I let people know I'm not perfect. I'm not claiming to be no preacher or nothing like that. But if you
Mhm.
ask me to pray for you, I can pray for you. I show I show my love and it's contagious. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And that's how I draw people. I was just eating the other day out by myself, and this guy said, "Hey, man, are you a minister?" I was like, "Nah," because the only thing I said to him, I said a few words, and I was like, "Man, bless you, bro." And he was like, "Yo, I wanted to tell you this and that," and he started prophesying to me.
Yeah.
But I just believe your daily walk. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like he told me, he said, "You don't look like the average." The minister, you know what I'm saying? The appearance have that appearance. But I'm like, yeah, looks can be deceiving, but I can pray for you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I do pay my tithe. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? My day to day walk. Again, a lot of people see me and it's like, he's a freaky, he's a nasty dude. I'm not nasty. I'm freaky, very selective.
Yeah.
I'm very intimate and passionate about what I do. But I believe if you just be who you are in
That's
any
it.
arena,
Yeah.
then people would smell the fragrance and they will see your fruits.
That
You know what I'm
light.
saying?
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
light, and that's it. That's all you got. Just be who you are, man. That's
Yeah.
it.
I love that you said that because I am so like I'm not religious. Let me just say
Hmm.
that. Like I will like I be asking people all sorts of questions. I am not religious, but I'm very
Hmm.
spiritual. And the reason why I'm spiritual is because of who he's been to me. Not
Hmm.
because of who my parents was, but who he's been in my life personally. And so
Hmm.
when I am, out here, like I be telling age, you know me, I'm just real. I keep it 100. Like that's who I am. Like I'm gonna talk
Every
mad
day,
crazy.
all day.
I'm gonna
I'll
talk
be
mad
like,
crazy, but in
yeah.
people
Hmm.
are always going to see that light. And so
Hmm.
I don't have to like, yes, I'm gonna wear red lipstick, right? Like I'm gonna, like I like to dress flashy and like
Right, right.
whatever, but I that I always want people to see my light. And so I'm glad that you said that because I think people in the religious world, they get it misconstrued, right? Like if you don't come out and say, I, Michael Curtis, am a minister, am a preacher, they don't think you're still doing the work. But you and I, because we're coming as we are, we're getting a lot
Right.
more work done, actually, than they are in those four walls.
Exactly, exactly. Look, again, your appearance, like you said, you wear red lipstick. I don't see where in the Bible it says you can't. You know what I'm saying? Hell, when I go
Well,
to church, it's filled with a
Jezebel.
lot of
That's
kids.
Jezebel.
You
I
feel
wear
me?
this jewelry. I
Right,
wear this
right,
red
right.
lipstick.
Listen. I'm not gonna talk about the church, but those who know everything happened in the church.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's a whole lot of kids in the church from people that's not married, from the pastor on down. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, man, don't don't get caught up in that. Show love. Don't judge people. You know what I'm saying? But again, like you and I are saying, just let your light shine. Be who
Yeah.
you are, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to wear red lipstick, now I'm not saying if you understand and you going in church or you trying to minister to someone and you got a bathing suit on, you know what I'm saying, or I got my thing hanging out with my gray
Yeah.
sweatpants, you know what I'm saying, they might be focused on that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, but if God tell you to talk and to speak, just speak, do your job, and that's it, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not religious neither.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's
I
whack.
just
Like
love
them
God.
people that's
That's
religious, they
all.
they they all messed up. Let's just say that they all
Mhm.
toe up. Okay. So what are some of your okay? So I know that you have an amazing testimony. I didn't
Mhm.
even know that you had a testimony until I was on because I listened to E Will's I listened to his
Like
sermons
turning
and
point,
when
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, like
yeah,
so I watch him and I was like, oh my God, I had no clue, like that you had like such this awesome testimony. And
yeah.
so I would like you to share here because I think we live in a world to where people are not testifying enough, so we don't have enough belief. And
Yes,
so I
yes.
just want you to share on it, like wherever you feel comfortable, on how you overcame and how you're overcoming, and to still
Right.
see you in spite of, to still be a believer and still shining your light, because that could have taken
Oh
you
yeah.
out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Well, first of all, a lot of people want a testimony, but they don't want to go through the test. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? But the Bible also says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley." You see what I'm saying? So you're
yeah,
going to encounter some different things. You're going to have some storms, but everybody just want sunshine and rainbows. But it's like certain things going to happen. So my testimonies, I have many, many testimonies, but the one that you specifically is talking about.
mhm.
So about I think in March. No, in February, I went to go get a checkup. I'm gonna just be real, I'll be a little quick with my delivery. I went to go get a checkup, found out that I had cancer in my intestines. Of course, I had all these different thoughts, but I was positive. Um, the doctor told me, they said with this kind of cancer that I had, is very rare, so they don't have a whole lot of knowledge. But if it's in one place and it's not more than one, like tumor, I had a tumor. If it's not more than one tumor, then they'll go ahead and give me I can go ahead and have surgery. So again, immediately I told my family. Everybody just went to prayer. That's all I know. And actually, the very next day, I had rehearsals for tour. So I had a lot of things going through my mind. You know what I'm saying? I was scared, I was worried, but I just kept praying, like I'm gonna be all right, I'm gonna be good. Just speaking faith. Um, Around March, I'm speeding up,
Wait,
going
did
to
you go to
further.
rehearsal that next?
Oh, I went to rehearsal.
Okay.
I went to rehearsal. I started preparing for the tour and all that. I did not let this stop me. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't tell a lot of people at all because, again, I think oftentimes mentally, we kill ourselves, like you kill your dreams mentally.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful because some people can pray against you and some people are praying with you. And then for me, I didn't need nobody having pity. You know what I'm saying? Or keep asking me all these different questions that I don't know. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And just, I didn't want to be weighed down,
Yes.
by it. So I just stayed focused. I started smiling even more. You know what I'm saying? And so around, I think in February, um, I had a CAT scan and they done an endoscopy and a colonoscopy, which was crazy. But I was asleep, but it worked out anyways. So they found it. They found the tumor, found exactly where it was at. Soon as I found out I had it, I started doing my research because they said if it was more than one, they couldn't do surgery. I would have had to do chemo and a few other things. They gave me a few options, and if it didn't work, that's it. Basically, you're going to meet the Lord. You feel me? So I was like, all right,
Mhm.
cool. She's like, that's it. The doctors and everybody's looking at me like, yo, why are you still smiling? Why are you happy? We just told you. I'm like, yo, I'm good. I'm gonna be all right. So done some research. Again, my family, everybody supported. I started taking sour sop. So a lot of people ask me, so let me put it out there. I started taking sour sop, black seed oil, burdock root, and sea moss. And the tumor was like this big. And the doctor, so fast forward, and I had my surgery. And the doctor said when they done the surgery, when they took the tumor out, it was this small. So it's basically gone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The day after my surgery, I literally was walking around the whole hospital, laughing and joking with everybody. And the doctor was like, dude, I've never seen this in my life. You're a walking miracle. He's like, it shouldn't come back at all. We're gonna monitor you, etc. Um, and what is funny thing is while I was doing that, while I was walking the halls, I got familiar with a lot of people. And people was just seeing again, like we talk about, your walk with Christ. You don't have to say anything, you know?
Mm,
People were asking me to pray for them. I'm like, what? So I'm walking the halls with my bag and everything, praying for
yeah.
people, laughing, joking. People like, I don't want you to leave. I'm like, no, player, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to stay here. 3 days later, I was home. The funny thing is, I had a tour. They said I was gonna need about 6 weeks to recover. My third day, I was walking around my whole neighborhood, you know, 2-3 miles. You know what I'm saying? A day, just relaxing. Um, I had 1 month or 5 weeks to recover. By the time my 5 weeks was up, the very next day I was on tour. and I'm just getting off the tour in what, late September. So, and this happened
Amazing.
what, almost 6 months ago. So, if God can heal me, He can heal you. You just got
Yes.
to stay positive, stay focused, and do your research. You know what I'm saying? Some people take the
Yes.
holistic route, you know what I'm saying? And be careful who you tell. You don't have to tell everyone. Just tell your prayer warriors, for those who listen. It takes faith to not believe.
Yeah.
So you might as well believe. If faith is the
Yeah.
substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not seen. So that's one of my testimonies, and I go everywhere. Again, everywhere and tell my testimony. Whoever wants to hear about it, however I can spread my knowledge. I'm not a doctor, but I know it worked for me. And it's
Yeah.
funny that you asked me that because I just received a text message saying that November 6th, I go for my checkup. Every 6 months they check you out, and then
Mhm.
I think you go to a year, then 2 years. But I'm claiming victory. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes,
have a victory over
absolutely.
all
All
things.
is well. You healed.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
gonna
man, come
keep
on
you
now.
gonna keep going, and you got more
What?
life.
You
Yeah.
you already
Period.
know. You see, I'm thick as
Yeah.
hell. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So sometimes like, yo, why you ain't get skinny? I was like, nigga, I ain't on no dick or nothing. I'm a thick nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I overcame it, and I was very grateful because a few people, parents and their friends and stuff, that they found that they had cancer, and I told them to do the same thing I did and do some research, and it has helped them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's it. So that's one of my testimonies,
That
briefly.
is so
You
good.
know what I'm
That is so good, y'all. This is why I wanted him to come on here. Like you heard him say, like you find out you have cancer one day, the next day you're going
saying?
into rehearsal. People find
Hmm.
out less serious things and can't
Oh
function.
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
it
They
cannot function.
deteriorate. Hmm.
So, like, this is why we need more people like you and I to come on and say, listen, this is what I went through, but this is how I overcame it. And the
Yes.
biggest thing is you have to be your own advocate. I keep telling people this over and over again. Last year, I had a gallbladder attack, almost died. They sent me home
Mm.
and told me I had something else, but I knew something was wrong with me.
Mm.
Went back, they gave me an MRI and everything. It was like, oh, you got gastritis, it'll wear off. I was literally
Uh,
having a gallbladder attack at home. And all I kept saying was, God, I cannot die in this house while my kids is here. My kids, I have to let my kids go to school and my husband go to work, and then I will die. Like this is what I'm thinking in my head. I drove
dang.
myself to the hospital. When I went in the hospital, the lady said that I was gray. Gray. Like my pee was like black coffee. Like I didn't know what was going on, but I knew something
Ah,
was wrong. And so if I
right, right.
did not go back and be like, yo, something is wrong, like because my gallbladder, they said was infected. So if it would have leaked out, that was it.
Yeah, that would have been it. We
That was
wouldn't have been
it.
here today.
So
Wow.
if y'all don't get nothing else from this live, if you feel that something is off, something is not right, you have to trust in yourself, your intuition.
Hmm.
There are holistic approaches. Do not just go ahead and just a doctor goes off a hypothetical. Like that's the reality.
Right, right,
Like
right,
every
right.
single time they do something to us, it's off of it can or it cannot work. They are never sure.
Hmm.
But the person that is sure is God. And
Talk
that's the
about it.
only person that we have to be, have our trust in. So
Exactly.
let me
Well,
let me get
I'm
off that
actually
soapbox.
no. Okay, we can go somewhere else with it.
Go ahead.
But I'm happy that you mentioned that because a lot of men, you know what I'm saying. I'm not 40 yet, but I'll be 40 soon. A lot of men, they don't want to get checked out.
Yes,
We're afraid. But I encourage all the men, just go get checked out, player. You know what I'm saying? Just it's simple. Go get a physical. Every 6 months. And then if you being intimate, just get checked out. You don't want to be passing nothing. You
yeah,
deserve to be great and deserve to live a long life. And if you desire to have a family, you want your woman to make sure she's safe.
yeah.
You don't want to be passing nothing around. Whatever it may be. So go get checked out, man. Your life depend on it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, wait,
I'm gonna
and
say
we're gonna
that
go a
your life
little
depend
deeper.
on it. You feel
Not
me?
yes, but let's go a little deeper. He talking about the physical stuff. Please don't pass y'all nasty ass spirits either. Like, cause I don't want that energy either. If you got a poverty spirit, if you got, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you just have a spirit of unbelief and just
Right,
negative
right,
spirit,
right.
the girls don't want that shit either. Let's just
Nah,
let's
nah,
just say
nah,
it. We don't
nah, nah.
want
You,
that
you talking?
either. And yeah,
Yeah.
and vice versa. Men don't want that either, ladies. Like they don't want the bitter spirit, the angry spirit, the broke spirit. Don't
Yeah.
nobody want that. So y'all need to get all that checked out. Like for
The
real.
emphasis on the broke spirit. You say the hair and all that. You know
We
what I
don't want
mean?
that.
Say, nah, I don't want no broke nigga. You know what I'm saying?
No, like we don't
Nah,
want
you're
none
right
of
though.
that. Like,
You're
so
right.
check yourself. Period.
Yeah, yeah.
Period.
Well, you said it. You know what I'm saying? I concur. I agree with you. That's all. I'm definitely gonna say that. You know what I mean?
So this is so dope. I appreciate you coming on here. This has been an amazing conversation. Listen, y'all go follow my bro. He is doing some awesome, awesome things out here.
Yes.
His brother is dope too. So let's just
Yes.
shout
You
out.
got to get them on. You got to get them on.
Yes. Listen, and the one thing that I love about y'all, seriously, just being serious, the one thing I love about y'all is that y'all have never changed.
Thank you.
The
Thank
same way that we have met y'all way back when
you.
is
Mm-hmm.
the same way that you are today. And the other thing is that you know how they say that when we get on, they be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh yeah, I'm a help, I'm a help people."
Mm-hmm.
Y'all really help people.
Yeah. Well,
You
you
go
know,
back home and you be like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you a musician, you need a spot." Like you put people on, and I literally like I love that about y'all because y'all really are like doing what we're supposed to do, building the kingdom, and I love it.
yeah,
So
yeah. Well, thank you for that. You know, I believe when I meet, I'll share a story with you. Um, Actually, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah.
yes, come on,
No,
you
no, no,
keep
no,
doing
no,
that.
no, no, no. The reason why I'm not gonna say that because if I expose what I'm about to say, then it'll open up some doors. I don't want to open up some
Oh,
doors
okay,
which people
okay,
don't know what
okay.
I'm talking about. But I believe in treating everybody the same, equally. You know, that janitor that you might walk over, you might not, you might see a piece, you might throw a piece of trash that you don't help. You don't know who that person is. That you could
Yeah,
be entertaining an angel unaware, or that can be the boss. You know, so I believe in just being humble
yeah,
and treating everybody with respect. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm listen on the road. I'm always having problems with security for some reason. They always want to bother me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it be my fault. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like nigga. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, um, I always ask to be the vehicle to someone else's success. So I said, as God put me in position, if I can help someone, if I can put a deal together, then please allow me to do it. And that's just what I've been blessed to do. So I'm gonna continue to do that. I see writers, singers all the time. For those who know that I produce, they be in my inbox. I bless them with music, and some people, I charge a lot of money, what
yeah,
I'm saying, for my services. But some people I just bless, because I remember when, what I'm saying, like you remember, where I came from. You know what I'm
yes.
saying?
Them
We know
songs,
where I
y'all.
came from. Exactly.
Yeah,
So again, so when I look at people, I just be like, you know what, I was once here, so I understand, I can relate. You know what I'm saying? So I be like, yo, humble yourself, because without the fans, without the people supporting you, you wouldn't be where you are. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it's like help, 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 help. Be humble, help. You might not be in position to help everyone, but if you can, please do so. It's simple.
yeah,
A like, a little subscribing, a dollar or two, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Just help, support your people.
yes. All right. So, last question. Is there a
Uh,
specific message or a piece of advice that you would like to share with your fans, fellow musicians, or anyone who aspires to just be to be a musician or just aspire in general? Like, actually, I don't even want to say, let's do this for the fellas. Is there any piece of advice? Because I know like women are a lot more inclined to go after their dreams than men. So, what
Man,
would that piece
whew,
of advice? Because like I feel like it's a whole bunch of unhappy men out here in this world because they are not living in their true passions. You get what I'm saying? Their
I
true
understand.
gifts. Um,
Well,
so what would a piece of advice?
well, let's say this. First of all, before we get into the piece of advice, it's very important that you have the right woman, around you that's going to pray for you. When God say be fruitful and multiply, a lot of people just think it's kids. You know what I'm saying? But a woman's supposed to multiply whatever it is that you give her. You know what I'm saying? So if you give her BS, then you're gonna get BS. You know what I'm saying? If you give her a house,
Facts.
again, Miles Monroe said if you give a woman a house, she's gonna make it a home. You know, and if
Yeah.
you bring her food, she'll make it become a meal. So oftentimes that woman is you need that woman. That's your backbone. That's your backbone. That's the person who give you that sound advice. Second of all, what I would say to just everyone: run your race. Don't give up. Quitters never win. Winners never quit. Put God first. You know what I'm saying? And don't think success for everyone happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? Just keep grinding. Continue to evolve. Continue to learn. Continue to inspire yourself. If no one trying to help you, help yourself. Learn how to produce if you want to be a producer. Learn how to play bass. See, when we were growing up, YouTube wasn't popular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pick up a trade, pick up a skill. But why you want to, whatever it may be, since we're speaking more so, about artists, get a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with it. That way you can fund your career. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody waiting for somebody to knock on their door. It may not happen that way for you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But what God has for you is for you. So put God first, stack your money, learn this business, and build relationship. And get you a good woman. Because trust me, it definitely helps. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. That's really all I'm going to say. That's my tools. Those are my tools. Hopefully, you can add that to your arsenal, and that's it.
Well, thank you. This has
Oh
been
yeah.
amazing, bro. I am so appreciative to you. Tell them where they can follow you, where they can find.
So you can follow me on all my social media platforms. Mykal Curtis. That's Mykal Curtis. Mykal Curtis.
So y'all go follow my bro. He is amazing. Don't be in his DM asking him for money because he said he got coins. Okay, don't do that because he over here acting like he just want to give it all out. Don't DM
Oh
him
no.
for no money. But
I don't
thank
have
you.
trick
I appreciate
written
it.
across my forehead. Oh, let me say this too. So check this out. Y'all be on the lookout for those who follow me. I got some big things coming because it's already done. I don't believe in talking and speaking, about things that's not already done. Some things already manifest.
Mhm.
Y'all gonna listen. I got some good things coming. Good things coming out next month with some of the people that y'all love. You know what I'm saying? A
Okay.
lot of people don't know all what I do. You know what I'm saying? We'll say this for the next conversation. Hopefully you invite me again.
Yes,
But
absolutely. Next
I
time
wanted
we
to
go.
put that out there.
I want to put U and E on.
Let's do it. I'm
Like,
flying to Listen, I'm gonna fly to Dallas. You let
all
me
right.
know. I
Oh
fly
yeah,
to
we can do
Dallas
a
any
whole in
day.
person. Me, you, E, and AJ. That'd be
Let's
dope.
do
All
it.
right, so
Let's
y'all
do it.
stay tuned for that. We'll be on.
Yes,
But thank you
sir.
so much for this, bro. I know you have a hectic schedule, but you made time for this. I appreciate it. It was funny.
Dave over here, Chesel over here talking about yo, I'm gonna be a special
Oh
guest.
my God, bro, are you kidding me? What is he doing?
Sleepy. He woke up for that. That's
Right.
a wild boy.
He
That again.
is
Only listen. Only people around
on
me are my day
right,
one. My
right.
day one. Blood.
All
Blood.
right, y'all. Y'all go follow my bro. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will be back next week, next Monday. Talk to y'all later.
Love y'all.
All righty.
Kurt.